Never have I ever at work.
Oh my god.
You want to know the truth? You want to know the truth?
No.
I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you.
Hi, welcome back to Tea at 4, and today we are celebrating Pride Month, and we have special guests Julia and Eileen and Beverly.
Hi.
Hi.
We also have Bobby, our producer, on today.
Hi guys.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's weird being in this seat. I'm normally over there behind camera, but I'll do my best to replace
You got
Christy.
this.
She's all poorly, so we'll do it. But it's not about me, guys. It's about you. So tell us about yourselves. How did you meet? Let's start there.
Tinder.
Nice.
Yeah, we met on Tinder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Success story.
Success story.
Yeah.
That's always nice to hear.
They should sponsor us.
Yeah.
They
Like-
should. You should be like an ad when people are swiping.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Where are you both
Amazing.
from? Because you both have different accents.
Different accents.
Yeah. I'm from Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Eileen's American.
So what was your location? Was it like...
Really? I know.
Radius.
And we met in London.
Yeah, we both had
Oh.
already lived here for a long time before.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Before we
City
met.
of Love.
Yeah,
Forget Paris.
exactly.
It's all
Yeah,
about
yeah.
London.
Yeah.
I've been here a while.
I think that's
Yeah.
Paris, but just second.
Second
Yeah.
best. Good
Oh.
second best.
I haven't found any love on Tinder yet.
I
No,
had
no.
a boyfriend for a year from
From
Tinder.
Tinder?
Yeah.
Wow. So how long ago was that? How long have you been together?
Gosh,
it's a
it's like
while.
5 years, 6 years. It's a long time now.
Yeah.
I think 5 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've met 5 years ago, but we've been married for 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Where, like,
No, 3
engagement?
years, Doc.
No,
Oh,
4.
19.
It's gonna be
20.
No, it's gonna
22.
be 4. Just now in June.
We got married in the 2019.
Yeah. April,
Oh,
June.
right, you're
So
right.
it's gonna
Sorry.
be 4 years.
Sorry, darling.
Oh my god.
God, that's good because when I go shopping for a card, I'll have to get it the right year right.
Yeah. Double check.
No, it's funny. I don't know why. I think it's the drive. I'll blame it on the long drive we had.
Understandable.
I'm finding out all the secrets. Like, Bumble, you don't know our anniversary.
No, I know our anniversary.
There'll be arguments in the car.
It's just, you know,
How
when you
dare
can
you.
remember.
Yeah, we're not on Don't Spill the Tea yet. She said.
Yeah.
So, how did you get engaged? What was the wedding? What was the...
Oh,
Tell
it's
us
a
the whole
beautiful,
shebang.
beautiful story.
So I proposed to Eileen on stage.
Oh!
Yeah.
Stage.
Yeah.
So I'm a singer-songwriter and I was doing a gig. So I asked her to come over on stage and she thought it was a prank. I was going to ask her to sing or
Yeah.
something like that.
And I was horrified, of course.
I would have been horrified.
Yeah, because she knows I don't sing. I mean, yeah.
Sorry. And then I proposed. And
Wow.
Yeah.
she said yes, thankfully, or it would have been
Yeah,
really embarrassing
Yeah,
for
what
me.
if you wanted to say no?
Yeah, exactly.
like,
Like, can I think about it?
Yeah. We did talk about it before. Like she didn't know I was gonna propose, but we talked about getting married. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
pressure her like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why people would do that. It was a beautiful, beautiful night, and Julia somehow kept it from me completely. It was just really beautiful. In fact, the song she was singing was a very appropriate song, and she stopped mid-song, and she said, "Eileen, can you come up here?" And I just couldn't think what you wanted. And then she got down on her knee, and at first I was like, what's she doing? And then, but I hopefully didn't look like that to you.
Yeah.
But then, you proposed to me and it was just so beautiful. It was
Aww.
really, really lovely.
What was
And
the
it's
audience
total
like? I'm sure you got
surprise.
lots of
Did they
cheers.
cheer? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were very
Yeah, they were
excited.
nuts.
Yeah, like I invited a lot of my social media followers to go,
Oh,
so they knew
amazing.
like the story and stuff and us, so they were very excited
so
to
cute.
see.
Yeah,
it
Where
in
was the
person.
gig?
It was where was it?
Was it in East London, I think.
Yeah, I think it might have been Shoreditch
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I think it might have been.
Yeah, I can't
wasn't
remember
it?
where.
Oh my god. It's-
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to go to one of your
Right, we're
gigs.
back here
Yeah,
Yeah.
back here now.
I think it was in this room,
For your anniversary.
We have a special
which I can tell you the
surprise.
date for that.
Where did you get married?
Also around the corner from here, in Liverpool Street.
Brazil, you're from America.
Yeah.
Everything happens in Shoreditch.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, but it
exactly.
was here in London, near Liverpool Street.
At the Andaz. Do you know the Andaz?
No.
Oh, it's a really, really chic, lovely hotel.
Probably too nice for me.
Yeah.
Too nice for your dates and you.
Yeah. Do you know Weatherspoons?
We go there.
We actually
rain?
been lots
Woo
of
woo?
times when we first met because it was like the World Cup at the time.
Ah.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
had lots of
Where
Weatherspoons
else?
Yeah.
Oh,
dates.
that was the best summer.
It was great,
Yeah.
wasn't
It
it?
brought me back. That was the best summer.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the best summer for you guys as well.
Yeah.
That. Did you find that you had any challenges from your family at all? How did they feel about it? Or were they absolutely over the moon? What was the difference in reactions?
My family was really great, really accepting. Eileen's family was super accepting too. They're all very open-minded. There's one person in my family that wasn't, but it was someone that I already didn't speak to anyway. So
So that wasn't, yeah.
Yeah.
we didn't have any problems with that,
Love
luckily.
that. Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah,
That's a lovely
it's surprising,
Yeah,
right? Because you
yeah.
would think at least someone would have a problem, but yeah, we've been very, very lucky with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really lucky, don't you think? Like Julia's family. I mean, I'm, a much older woman, and I'm a woman, and I mean, nobody batted an eye. And her family came over, which was really beautiful
Wow.
too, for the wedding, and stayed with us a couple weeks. It was really, really lovely, and I just feel so fortunate.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
heartwarming.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah,
amazing.
because I feel like some people don't. I mean, I don't really have much of that experience, obviously, but I've got
Yeah.
lots of friends and they have such different experiences
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just find it interesting as well with your age gap. I wonder if you've had different, journeys on your sexuality at different times, or
Yeah,
how's
that's a
that been?
really good question. How about your experience?
So I came out when I think I was about 17.
Mm.
And it was pretty relaxed. Like my family is very open-minded, so it was quite easy. It was kind of like a gradual process. I didn't feel
Yeah.
like I had to
Yeah.
full on come out. It was
It's
like
just
I had a
sort of-
girlfriend, introduced her, and it was
Yeah.
like quite natural, which is the way it should be. Really.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Not really like a big
How
thing.
did
Yes.
you know you were into girls? Like, what was like your first sign that you were like, okay.
Oh, so it was strange because growing up I never fancied boys, and I fancied some close friends of mine, but I didn't realize. I just thought I liked them more than my other friends.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
because I've always been really, really girly, and I didn't know you could. It sounds silly now, but I didn't know you could be a lesbian and really feminine at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So
That's so profound.
yeah, so when I was
Yeah.
growing up, nobody ever thought I was gay, and I didn't think I was either because of that.
Yeah.
But I definitely was very gay.
Yeah.
And I think, gosh, probably only realized when I was about 16, because
Okay.
yeah.
That was an option, right?
Yeah.
Was there anybody? We probably discussed this before, but was there anybody in your culture who you could, probably a man or a woman who was gay that you could say, I mean, how did you know there were gay people?
I mean, I didn't know anyone in person, but
Yeah, but
honestly-
no, I mean like a famous person.
yeah. Well, when I was growing up, I would only see gay people on TV when people were making fun of them.
Oh, right.
Which is
yeah.
so sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, they didn't really have any references only when the L Word came out. Do you know that show? It's like a
Right.
lesbian
I've
series.
heard of that show, yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
And it's really good. And so only when that came out, I was like, oh, okay, so you can actually have a normal life, be a normal person, and be gay, and
And
you can
be-
still have a family and
Yeah.
be
Be feminine,
feminine
yeah,
as well, yeah.
that was a big
And
thing.
it was the first time I realized, okay, it's not a huge deal, because up until then I thought, oh, it's this weird thing that is not me,
Yeah.
even though it was, but I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
realize it could be me.
Media, the representation in the media is so important to that. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it
Yeah.
really
It's
is.
now I feel
Yeah.
like it's getting way better.
Yeah, it
There's
has.
so many things
Yeah.
out there where, like you say, there's feminine gays on TV. It's just
Yeah.
there's such a spectrum of
Yeah,
it now.
yeah.
Whereas, I mean, yeah, back in it wasn't even that long ago, was it? It's only
No,
just now
no.
really that
No,
it started.
yeah.
Well, it's interesting with your situation. Well, anybody's situation is that can lead to really horrible self-esteem, where you
Yeah.
loathe yourself for not finding yourself in the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, it was very brave of you to, see one TV program and then from that realise that's
Yeah.
who I am, and then just openly be that person, even though you're in such a different culture as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Well, it's a process, I think, like you said, where you can own yourself, really. But yeah, it is really, really, really something. I've always said to people that it's a developmental phase that you guys won't go through, but it's really a major process for people who are different, whether a person is handicapped or just being different, you know, racially different. It's an add-on that, you know, a lot of people, straight white people, often don't need to experience.
Yeah. So what, if you don't mind me asking, what was your
Oh, no problem.
Like?
I came out in the 80s, and it's probably before all you were born. And and I lived in New York at the time. I grew up in New Jersey and just hopped over the river when I got old enough. And so it was the 80s, which was a really, you know, a virulent decade in a lot of ways, AIDS and everything. But kind of like Julia, I didn't see anything in the culture, you know, at all that signaled that I was a tomboy, like a major tomboy. So I was somebody who grew up a little outside of the norm. And, you know, being different wasn't too weird or anything. But it took me, you know, quite a bit later than Julia, till I was 23 or 24 before I made a conscious decision that I wanted to meet a woman. I had boyfriends before that and, you know, longish relationships. But it was like it all fell in place, and it's an intensity that I've never found anywhere else. And it's just what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But culturally, it was a lot different. Like, you know, Julie and I got married, and to me, that was something I never thought about when I was younger because it wasn't a reality. So it's quite a different time, but in an open country, you know, it happened, you know, for a lot of people my age at that, you know, in the 80s, a lot of society changed, you know. So, yeah, so it was really pretty straightforward.
Was it just one, like, within a year you kind of decided that you wanted to experiment?
Yeah, well, precisely. And they used the
Yeah.
word that I used. You know, I spoke to a friend who I knew had kissed a woman at college in Vassar. You know, she went to Vassar, and I think it was all female then. I'm not really sure, but she told me she kissed a girl there. And, you know, so I spoke to her about, you know, I think I might be bi, or I might be gay. And she said, you know, well, why don't you go out and see,
Sure,
you know?
yeah.
And that's what I did. And I was alone, you know, it was sad, it's kind of a lonely journey, but it's the way it is. And then you make friends, and, you know, and you
Yeah.
find your people.
Yeah.
It's like a very different experience, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
but it's it's good that you're sharing it, because I think it opens people's minds. to
Yeah,
different
yeah,
things.
yeah. And
then
we
now-
hear from so many people about their journey, or we get asked so many questions through Julia's social media work about, you know, I have, you know, my religion doesn't allow for this kind of life. My parents are very religious. How do, you know, lots of things like that we get. So people look to us for some help sometimes. which,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
that's so nice that you can use that in this
Yeah.
way as well.
yeah, we
So-
didn't sign up for it, but it's just a part and
Part,
parcel
yeah.
of
It's like a byproduct of
it. Yeah,
doing
yeah.
all the stuff that you guys do. So sorry, I'm taking it back a bit, but I just thought, when you met on Tinder, what was it that brought you together?
Oh, for me, it was that she was very confident already, like in her description of, like just on her profile before I even matched. She said, "Oh, this is who I am," and she said a few things about herself, and this is the type of person I'm looking for, and she kind of like described the person she was looking for, which is kind of brave, because
Yeah.
usually people are a little bit more vague. And I thought, oh, that's cool. Like I like when people are confident and know what they want. So yeah, I thought that was very nice.
I might use that.
Yeah, yeah,
you need
yeah,
to be this.
Well,
Yes,
I mean,
it was
I-
pretty much like that, like bullet points,
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
but use that.
but not in a rude way. Like
Yeah.
And the last one is, thank you for your interest, and we may talk. No, I didn't say that. But Julia's was like,
vague.
no, but it was short. It was so, in essence, you. You know, it was not, you know how I talk, for every 1,000 words I say, you'll say 5, you know. But, you know, it was terse, but gentle and sincere.
Well, it's pretty much like my Instagram bio. It was like,
Yeah.
It's like, I love dogs.
Yeah, that would have been a big thing for both of us, you know what I mean? Must love dogs. But yeah, it was lovely. But the thing that I remember is you had 6 pictures, and each one was beautiful. I mean, I found you beautiful right from the start. And then I looked at your pictures, and they were so they were not like, you weren't marketing yourself. You were revealing yourself in a really beautiful way. And I remember the variety of your pictures. And there was one, Julia did this thing where it was a straight on, headshot, and she had one eye closed. And I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was brave, sexy, and just kind of lovely.
Yeah, it was showing her personality, not like showing off.
Yeah, but what it was...
Take notes, men.
yeah. What it was so interesting. I think you were showing your eye makeup, weren't you? So later I found out that she wasn't goofing. She was sort of like, I'm so good at makeup, But that's so Julia. She has like a binary. She's like the most beautiful, lovely, kind person I've ever met. And she's a fierce fashion queen,
The way you guys talk about this, I'm like, I haven't had this. I haven't had these experiences on dating. Oh,
Missing
I love
out.
it. Yeah. So did either of you think the age gap would be a problem? Or were you straight away like, was it something to do with
think about it, to be honest. I mean, I know and it sincerely mean this, that all I was looking for was somebody who was sort of socio-culturally similar to me. And I have, as you probably hear, tired of me saying this, but more youthful frames of reference, growing up outside of New York City and then living in the city, there's a certain urban quality I was looking for. And, women my age are either, mothers, grandparents, and didn't have a similar experience. So I knew I wanted to meet someone, and my previous relationship was, not quite an age gap like this, but I sort of veered young for somebody that I could relate to, you know? And also I think beauty, has many ages, and it wouldn't be a bad, byproduct of, so that was my thing. How about you?
For me, I just didn't think it was a big deal. Like, I didn't realize we would be ever doing a podcast about it. After we started posting about our relationship online, I realized that people think it's like a big thing, like most people do, and I just didn't. Like, I was like, whatever. But I think it was just me, because everybody else seems to think it's a big deal.
And now here you are. That is, I suppose, a good point, isn't it? Because like age is such a thing with everyone. But why?
No, I was like,
I think it's where you're from as well. I think age, like,
I agree.
I think in England it's more of a thing.
Yeah,
than...
it is. I don't know
why.
why.
Maybe it's because I'm foreign.
But then also, I think it depends on like what. So like when women go for younger,
right?
It's more of a thing when men go for younger women. Nobody really bats an eyelid.
Which is
true. Again, another reason why.
You know what I think people are unused to seeing is an age gap relationship that didn't appear transactional. You know what I mean? Right. It isn't transactional, but with younger women and older men, everybody always sort of unconsciously assigns, not everybody, but, like, oh, well, he must be rich.
People do that to us too.
Yeah, actually they do.
Yeah.
They think I'm rich, and I'm like, no. I'm not the one with the money.
I love
I guess it's about your mindset. You just have a similar mindset, so that's what attracted you to each other.
Yeah, what do you think your biggest similarities are, like ways that you're alike, and then compared to your differences?
That's interesting,
We both love animals.
Yeah.
And I think we have very similar opinions about important things. Like, although we are very different people in the things that matter, I think we're similar. Like, we have the same politics and that kind of stuff. Like, we have pretty similar opinions.
And I think we're both very sensitive people. Like, you're really, really sensitive. And I am too. And I think the gentleness with which we work with each other on that, it's not work, it's just this natural sort of comfort level with each other, with what we feel pained about in the world and what we celebrate with joy, and our senses of humor. Julia is one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life, and you wouldn't know it.
You wouldn't know,
You wouldn't know. She's like, you wouldn't know it because it's not true. No.
Exactly.
No, but you are really fun. Like when we're just being us, hanging around, you're really very funny. You're quick and really funny. I'm hilarious, mind.
I'm jokes.
I'm the jokes, But that's a big thing, I think,
And what about differences?
Oh, where to start? I'll wait for you.
Oh, I think we have a different like approach to like our schedule, and that's that's a big thing that always comes up, because I'm very like, I like to wake up very early, like get a lot of work done, and like I'm a bit like methodic about things.
Yeah.
Which is funny because like it's usually the older person that is like that.
Yeah,
But
set in your
Eileen,
ways, yeah.
but Eileen's a little bit more relaxed, and she's
Yeah.
less worried about things, like a bit more chill, and I'm a bit like
We balance each other
Yeah,
out.
we
in that
balance.
sense.
Yeah. You're industrious and you're very, very ambitious, and I'm neither of those things. I mean, pretty much that's true. Wouldn't you say? Yeah.
Yes, I
I mean, probably to my detriment in my lifetime, which is why I'm the poor one. But it's what it is, kind of. Donations.
I feel like opposites always do attract, though, in ways
It's
like
true.
that, especially
Yeah.
with traits like that. as
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you've got very similar like morals and values, but
Yeah,
then like
yeah,
your day to
yeah,
day
yeah.
is like a
Yeah.
bit different.
Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah.
match, taking note, what I
Yeah.
need to find.
You know, when I've read like people talk about relationships like during the Trump era, sadly we're still in, where I'll read a woman writing a letter to the New York Times. My husband's a Republican and he's voting for Trump, and I can't stand him. I think he's the evilest person. How do they survive a marriage?
Yeah, well, it says something.
I mean, because your moral, your
compass,
cores,
yeah.
That
You
is
know,
usually the core of who you are when you believe in things like that. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know
without
how-
judging
That's
either of
true.
them, it's sort of like, how do you reconcile that
Yeah.
we are just beautifully aligned in
Yeah.
in our, like Julia's knowledge about like political stuff, because Brazil is really a different place. Like you know a lot, and then what you don't already know, you can make a decision about, and it's always in line with what I think is a beautiful worldview.
So what do you guys do? Like, what's a day in your life summed up in one?
So I work with social media and I make music as well.
Yeah.
So although it doesn't seem like that's something that would take a lot of work, it actually
Mm-hmm.
does.
Yeah.
So yeah, I work a lot. So I'm always either editing or filming a video or writing a script or writing music or at the music studio, like always up to something.
Yeah.
And I work from home, so that's good because even when I'm like very busy with work, we can still be
Yeah, right.
together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like always busy and I'm a bit obsessed with it, so like I'll work
Yeah.
really long hours and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're celebrating Pride Month. This is our episode,
Yeah.
so Pride Month. So, do you two have any queer like icons that you kind of look up to or anything like that?
Ooh. For me, I think RuPaul. I just
He's just.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he goes by he when he's not.
not in drag. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
only when she's in drag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I love RuPaul because of all the visibility, and she started doing drag so many years ago when it wasn't socially acceptable, and has been like fighting for the community for so long. So yeah, I really appreciate that a lot.
Yeah. For
Love,
sure.
yeah.
I have two friends. Well, one of my exes was very good friends with the producers, World of Wonder, the people who do support RuPaul and have done for decades now. And I met RuPaul in New York in like just 5 seconds, like, in my friends, my ex's friends' flat in the East Village. This is before their careers took off and before RuPaul took off. And look at him now. Look at her now,
Yeah.
Anyway, gay icons, Janelle Monáe. She's
Oh yeah, she's
her latest
awesome.
video.
That one that she's wearing like the trousers that look like a vajayjay.
Yeah. Oh, wait do you see the new one? It's really, really something. But that's a good question because now we can point to different people.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
when you were coming out, did you have any queer icons then, or is it
Well,
literally
it's funny.
just...
I thought of what's her name? Martina Navratilova. She was a Czech American tennis player, a major,
Yeah.
one of the best, female athletes of all time, and she was a lesbian, and but I can't think of anybody else, and so we all loved Martina, still do,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny, like a tennis it would come through a world of sport, you know what I mean? But now there's all, gay people everywhere.
Yeah, you're right. It's just in even in like all the TV shows that I watch, like I just love it. Like my favorite is Eric from Sex Education.
Yes.
Have you guys seen that?
Oh, Julie, you've seen it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
really like
That's
that.
really good.
I love it. But then it also hits on like really hard hitting stuff as well.
Like Euphoria?
Yeah, Euphoria.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, there's just so much out there. Yeah, Rue in that, she's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
love it all.
So now we're going to play Mrs. and Mrs. to see how well Julia and Eileen know each other.
Ooh.
So I'm going to ask a series of questions and you're going to tell me who's more likely to do it, or
Oh,
who,
cool.
Julia or Eileen. So who is the cleanest?
They got it right, both
Eileen.
said Eileen.
Both said Eileen. 1 point. Okay. Who's the most enthusiastic?
Oh, Julia's gone Eileen and Eileen's
I
gone
think you're
Julia.
enthusiastic.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was thinking in terms of all the work you do, that requires
Ah.
a certain level of
Oh,
excitement.
but it's not like in general. I think you're
Okay.
enthusiastic.
Both of you.
We
You
lost
said
the
both
point
up.
anyway.
No.
Enthusiastically change it to Eileen.
Yeah, exactly. There it goes.
Okay. Who is better with their finances?
Both gone Julia straight away, no hesitation. For the podcast listeners out there, we've got a dog. I've just realised.
Yeah, the podcast.
They're not going to have a
name.
clue what's going
There
on.
we go.
I
Yeah.
actually didn't even
Beverly
realise yet.
is
Beverly
just,
is a dog.
Yeah, she's lap hopping.
There she goes. Yeah. Okay, next question. Come on.
Okay. Who is more empathetic?
Ooh, I'm gonna be. Yeah.
Can't change your
I
I know. I'm
answer.
sorry.
Both went for both. That's
I
very
didn't.
cute.
Yeah, that's really, really sweet, and I think it's true.
Is it?
Oh,
Is
the tissues
it?
out. Okay. Oh, who is more stubborn?
Ooh, it's not. Oh, straight away, both with Julia.
No hesitation there.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't 100% sure like you. Am
Yeah,
I
I
that
know.
stubborn?
I know. I mean,
Probably.
I can understand that, but I think you're pretty fierce. but you're very, very sweet about it.
A sweet stubborn.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Oh, who is most likely to say sorry first?
Oh, I think.
Oh,
so Julia's
I
gone
always say
Julia.
sorry.
But Eileen's gone
Oh,
Julia.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's-
Oh, see? It is me. I just
Case in point.
I was thinking the question could be who would find themselves more often in a position of having to say sorry.
Oh, thank you. No, I think I'm just more of a pansy. Like
You
I just,
are, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you are.
Oh.
Do you have a lot of arguments? I don't know why I felt that was appropriate to ask.
No, we're not.
But
not
we're on a
high
podcast.
argument.
Yeah,
No, we have a pretty, I think, even-keeled relationship. But when there's a disagreement,
I say sorry.
yeah, I think we talk a lot, and a lot of relationships
Yeah.
don't communicate a
Yeah.
lot. I noticed, and and if you're going to be honest, it does lead to disagreements, But
Yeah.
but fortunately, not of the worldview kind,
I
Yeah.
get the feeling you're good communicators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound like
Across,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
easily in a way that it's not offensive.
Yeah. And Julia is, I mean, I learned from Julia. It's so interesting to be older and learn from somebody who's younger about things like communicating, Like I realized I could be really vulnerable with her,
Yeah. I get
and
that.
realize
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh
such a
God,
good
I
thing.
am really shit at that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
no, but it's true.
I get
yeah.
it. I think
think,
it's an
yeah.
older generation
It
because, like,
is.
my parents,
Mm.
like, they're not very good at opening up about
Yeah.
feelings and things
Yeah.
like that. Whereas I think,
Whereas
The
we spill
generation-
it all over the place.
yeah, we're encouraged to do that now.
Yeah, which is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
a lot of it's a female thing too, and for no slight meant to anybody who's not female, but women are more relational, you
Yeah.
know, or maybe that's a generational thing for me to say, but I have found that true, when I compare the relationships with women and men,
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, it's good to have a good argument as well.
Yeah.
I like a good argument.
Yeah. We're not like bombastic arguers, would you say? Like, it's usually a meaty topic, you know what I mean? So it's not like, I hate you, you're an ugly winch.
She come up with that one a bit too quickly.
I feel like I already know the answer to this one. Who is most likely to dress up for Halloween?
Like I said, Julia.
I was like, I'm loving the pink hair. I was like, I can see
I'm always
you
dressed
in.
up for Halloween.
What's your best Halloween outfit?
Oh.
What's your favourite?
That's a good one.
I was Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, that's so cute.
Did you have the whole spacesuit?
No, it was like slutty. Both.
Yes. Nice. Of course. I was thinking, I didn't picture you. I didn't picture you in a spacesuit. You have to
Did you have
send me
green
that.
hair? Purple hair?
Oh no, it was just pink, unfortunately.
Oh,
right.
Yeah,
You've
that
always been
ruined
pink.
it. No, I change it sometimes, but it's been pink for a while now.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
I like the pink on you. It looks nice.
Oh, I love
Thank
the
you.
pink. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
pink's
wish it
nice.
would grow pink, so you didn't have to like.
I know,
You know,
it's,
the
yeah,
mess.
it's so
Like-
annoying. Yeah.
But I love that slutty Lightyear, slutty Buzz.
I think I might have to need a photo of that.
Let's see.
I want to go a slutty Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. Buzz.
Slutty
Lightyear.
Okay, who is most likely to give up on an argument? Oh,
Eileen, straight in there with Julia.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I think so. It's not like you give up, but you'll cede the point if you feel it's just
Yeah,
you know.
probably me. Yeah.
But I do think we both. I mean, tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I think we both negotiate that thing that always comes up in human communication, where there are just impasses that can't be maybe in that moment,
Yeah.
mastered.
I feel like this might be a hard one. Who's most likely to bring home a stray animal?
Oh my
They've
god!
gone for different answers.
That's so funny. Oh, that's
They've
hilarious.
both said each other.
Well, Julia in Brazil, she would bring home stray animals. Weren't you like a kid?
Well,
Oh, there's so.
No, I didn't bring them home, but I did volunteer work. Yeah.
For
Oh,
rescue.
love that.
Yeah. As a kid, it's a pretty young
As a kid,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so who is most likely to cry during a sad movie?
Ooh. Julia.
I mean,
Yeah. I don't watch some things because I know I'll cry.
Yeah.
But Julia, like, if she cried at a busload of sheep, she's going to be crying in a lot of movies.
I put
Yeah,
on a
but-
movie to cry if I watch a sad film.
Yeah,
Like,
interesting.
to-
I've heard people
yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
To get your emotions out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I
Because you
just need
spend
to
the whole
cry.
day like a zombie. Normally, I can't feel anything.
My emotions are switched off until I put on Billy Elliot or something.
You're right, exactly.
That's such a random choice, but fair play.
Because it's a kid
Yeah.
and it just gets to my heart.
Oh, God, I can hear you.
Okay, who is most likely to get arrested?
Oh,
Eileen, both
a
Eileen.
favorite topic.
What are you
What have
doing?
you been doing? Yeah.
Oh, well,
Oh,
renting
haven't I
cars.
done?
Yeah, exactly.
What was that?
What haven't I done?
Well, yeah, I've gotten in trouble. Yeah.
What for?
have you actually been arrested before?
Yeah. There's a very interesting story. We're not going to go into that story. It's on the channel.
It's not
But-
anymore.
Oh, it's not really good. No, I got arrested when I moved. I've moved back and forth from New York, LA to London and back, and thereabouts. And I had rented a car one time, and it was like a 2-week rental or something. And I called. At this stage, it wasn't so. It was pre-social media or pre-easy contact. And I called somebody, and it was just the person that worked in the particular location that I'd rented the car. And I said, "You have my bank card." They were called bank cards then. I'm going to keep the card. Keep the car a couple more weeks if that's okay. So they did that. But then when they tried to charge my card, I didn't have sufficient funds. So they reported the car as missing. So, and then a warrant was out for my arrest for that. And yeah,
so extreme.
So I had an open warrant for 14 years.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
and then we went to America together. When we arrived there, my first time ever in America, she gets arrested at the airport.
Shut up.
So the open warrant, yeah. And Julia didn't know a person in America. It was really traumatic.
Yeah, what did you do?
That's
It
mental.
was, I had to like bail her out, get a lawyer and stuff.
What are you like, oh my God, what have I got myself
we
into?
learned to argue from that.
What a trip to America that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, no, it was really, really tragic. I mean, it was a really
Yeah, we're laughing about it now, but
Yeah, it was really, really traumatic.
That's crazy.
And I was in jail for 2 nights. One of the things we did was we landed in New Jersey instead of New York City. And because it was a weekend, it was a Thursday night, or I can't remember, Thursday or Friday, they couldn't call the courts to say, what should we do with this person who has an open warrant? Usually, if it were New York City, they could say, oh, just let her go, and she's got to come back, report back Monday. So they, and just the way jails work, my God, they don't work. They barely function. I ended up being literally in jail for 2 days, and it was really, really awful.
yeah, I can
Like,
I can
really,
imagine. I
really
can't
awful.
imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, and Julia got, was behind the seats. We couldn't communicate.
Yeah.
Julia spent,
Yeah,
Did
I
you not
kept-
get your one phone call? That I'm imagining you did on one of those
She did,
dial
yeah.
things.
yeah, but it's not like America. I mean, not like
The films.
TV.
Yeah.
You don't like, I need to talk to my lawyer. Like, they don't even come and see you. They just throw you in a room with a blanket.
it's bizarre because they didn't give me any information either. Like I kept calling them and I didn't even know like which jail she was at. It's horrible. Like I had no idea where she was. And then when I finally found out where she was, like she didn't have money in her like jail account to call me.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to transfer money, but then they
jail
didn't accept like a UK bank card, so I couldn't send them. Oh, it was a crazy thing, and I kept calling them like every 5 minutes. They even like knew who I was when they picked up the phone.
Basically, yeah.
That's mental.
Oh, it was
That's
really,
crazy.
I mean, it's a savage, thing to enter the prison system. And that was just the jail, like, so
Yeah.
for people who, it's really, really something. It gave me a real insight into, well, don't do bad things, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's funny, it
But
really...
yeah, it wasn't your fault though either. Like,
Well,
you
it was. I mean, and this is, with Julie and I had talks about
You
this.
worded it in a way that sounded
Yeah.
a bit.
I mean, I had planned to address it when we landed. So it was Thursday night because I was going to go into the courts Friday morning. And I spoke with somebody at a clerk at the court about it. But because it was New Jersey, it's just one of those things, you know what I mean? And boy, did that blow up in social media. And, like suddenly I was somebody that, it was terrible. But then we had a lot of support too. You know how social media can be, both supportive and
yeah.
lacerating at the same breath.
Right.
So isn't that funny? So who's more likely to be in
I
jail?
can't believe
Yeah.
we've said
Literally.
yeah.
Julia would
Things we could have
never.
asked.
Julia's the kind of person, and this was a stressor for us around this issue. Julia would never do anything wrong. Like she would, if there were water sitting there and she hadn't asked anybody would she whether and she was dying of thirst, she would just be like,
Water?
yeah, like she's really, really a real rule follower.
It's because I have like anxiety, so I'm really by the book. I never want to like do anything
Yeah.
wrong or like annoy
Yeah,
anybody.
totally get that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the exact same as that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What
Yeah.
we focused on the age for? We should have focused on the fact that
Jailbird. I mean the jailbird. But Julia has trouble now watching TV shows where there's like prison stuff and everything.
'Cause
That's how
of-
sensitive
yeah.
she is. Yeah.
Oh, that's
And I
great.
feel bad about that.
Okay, who is most likely to plan a date?
Julia, both with Julia.
What kind of date would you go for?
Oh, probably like dinner and then go to the cinema.
Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We have lovely times doing that.
Yeah.
We even bring our own butter.
Butter.
You're in
Oh
what?
my god.
You're in butter.
Sorry. You said no more conversation.
Sorry.
I'm imagining you whack out a Lurpak and
But
it's
this
cinema.
is- this
Because
when you know you found your
say it
mate.
quickly.
Yeah.
But, so in America and in Brazil we have like buttered popcorn at the cinema. Like
You're right.
yeah, but here you don't like sweet and salty.
Yeah.
Or salty. So then we bought like melted butter to the cinema.
Bring out your
Our
microwave.
bag.
You did actually bring your own butter. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and it was messy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We're
Did you
watching the
every single time?
previews.
No, just once, and then we realized it wasn't a
No,
good
just-
idea.
Yeah. How did you melt it? Just in your hands.
In the microwave.
Before you went.
No, yeah, before we went.
There's so many questions.
Yeah, no. Oh, that was really fun though. And then we were like in the dark, like pouring the butter, and it was soggy as shit.
Well, God loves a trier. So she gave it a go.
So funny.
Who is most likely to embarrass themselves?
Eileen
Oh.
said Eileen. Julia said both. of them.
I know. You're so kind. But like earlier with
She's like, yeah, you.
like earlier with the dog, before we got here, Julia's like, now Eileen, listen, when we go in, don't refer the dog, don't do anything, just be quiet about the
At the
dog.
reception, she put her bag on the desk and said, "Oh, can you take the dog, please?" Like, seriously.
Yeah. And
What
the
did you
look-
step at? You were like,
And the look I got, I was like, no, why don't you hand me the dog? And the receptionist is like, yeah, why don't you hand it the dog, please? But Julia looked at me like, and I was like, oh, fuck, I said it.
Okay, so now we're going to play a bit of Never Have I Ever.
woo, let's get pissed.
Yeah. Back to uni day. I haven't played this in a good while. But with tea. So, British style. It's a new style that we've invented. So, yeah, so we're going to say something, never have I ever, and then we all drink, or whoever drinks if they've done it. Never have I ever ghosted someone.
Oh, yeah.
You have? Oh, she's remembered. Look at the this.
You know, I haven't got, oh, sorry.
Everyone's slowly drinking, trying to remember if they have. You have? You all have?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah.
Savage.
Yeah.
Savage.
I'm not. I would say I'm not proud of it, but
Mm,
they weren't nice men. So
no.
Yeah.
To be fair, I have as well. I did.
No.
Like,
I thought you have to drink as well, no?
no, because I've said it.
Drink.
Go tea.
My turn. Oh. Never have I ever kissed a boy.
Oh.
Oh.
Everyone's drinking. Back in the day.
Back in the day.
When I was coming up.
What were your feelings after? Throwing up. It was disgusting.
Probably the same as me, to be fair.
That's true.
Oh, my turn. Oh, never have I ever kissed a girl.
Oh.
Oh, what did I have to do?
My mummy.
Ah, you should have said, never have I ever made out with a girl.
Oh, never have I ever gone to a strip club.
Oh, no, I haven't. I tried, but they didn't let me in.
Why?
Because we were like, I was with my friends and Eileen, and because we were all women, and they were like, oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They wanted to let the men in who have more money. You know, it's
And I was like,
cultural
we're all
They have more
queer,
money.
like we're,
Yeah, no,
we're
seriously,
ship
they
as
said
well,
that.
but then they didn't let us in.
Yeah,
That's
isn't
rude.
that something?
Rude.
Yeah, that was part of our bachelorette
Our Hindu,
night.
yeah.
Our Hindu. Well, we say in America bachelorette. Hindu, yeah. Isn't that funny?
And
we
they
were in
wouldn't let you
Toho.
in.
They wouldn't let us
Yeah.
in. And we've been called before to ask if it was okay, and they said it was.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
But
yeah.
then when we arrived, they didn't let us in.
Do you know what's funny is I get really enraged by that. But then when you're trying to get into a club and men can't get in, but we
Yeah.
can, I'm like,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because Belters really are. It's a reverse sexism, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
the pretty one there, get her in. You know.
yeah. When it works in my favour, I'm like, yes.
yeah.
I've been to a sex show. I went to an Amsterdam sex show.
Like you watched a sex show. Was it like a sex club?
No, it was literally like you were in theatre and then like
Live acts
people
on
just-
stage?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they'll just they brought up people. Actually,
They
I think they
brought
did
up
bring
people?
up people. Yeah, they like
Oh my
No.
god.
just like put props on them whilst
Oh, okay,
they like
that's all right.
doing
like
something.
big
and-
dildos.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Excuse me, can I put the 12-foot strap on? Look at that. Look at that. You see her falling asleep?
So cute.
I want to go back to Amsterdam.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back as well. Lots to
I need to
experience.
go, yeah. I'm learning. I haven't lived a life. So.
Yeah. Well, you
To
can
go
smoke.
to
Well, you can smoke weed pretty much anywhere now, but
Yeah.
you can smoke weed and go to sex shows
Yeah,
Yes.
and ride a
pretty much what I
bicycle.
did. Yeah.
What are we doing sitting here drinking tea?
Let's go.
Oh, but it's so
You're going up to-
civilized.
We're going to the airport anyway, so we'll just talk
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Never have I ever stolen something. Oh.
I was a candy thief as a kid.
Bless
That's exactly what I did.
Did you? Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I wasn't
once.
really, but I mean, a couple times,
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay. Yeah.
the
I did
Milky
it
Way
once.
looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friends made me do it, and then I got really upset.
Oh,
I
really?
cried,
Oh,
and then I put it back the next day.
Oh, honestly, now that's a moral core.
And do you know
really
what?
sweet.
That's been a running thing throughout my life because that's twice my friends have tried to dine and dash. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And I've stayed behind and paid the bill by myself.
Oh, poor thing.
no.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Because I actually was a member of a group. But this friend of mine in college was a musician, and we were at a gig, and there was a whole big table in front of the stage, and I don't know how I was part of this because I normally wouldn't do something like that. I don't mind getting around on things sometimes, but it ended up my table left, and it was my friend's gig, and she got in trouble for it.
It's not.
It was. I feel terrible about it. To this day.
Yeah. I
You know,
think
I
about it at
mean-
night.
Yeah. You sweet thing.
Every time those police sirens go past, I feel like they're coming for me. Because I didn't pay for my Pizza Hut.
Now, what was your thieving story?
I haven't stolen anything. I'm an angel.
And Julia hasn't. Julia does citizens arrests.
I'm too
Put
anxious
that
for
candy
that.
back. Never have I ever cheated.
Oh, we're all so good.
Yeah,
Such
yeah.
good people.
Yeah, yeah.
It's because we're women. We wouldn't do that. Never have I ever been cheated on.
Oh.
You see the pattern here, guys? I think we all need some shots in our tea.
Yeah.
Let's make it Irish.
Never have I ever had sex in public.
That was going to be one of mine.
I was going to send this to my mum.
What? Now tell us the
Oh my
story in detail. On every single specific thing.
No. Did anyone drink over here?
No,
No.
Because we're women.
I
can drink to
suppose
that.
it's harder to have lesbian sex in public.
Yeah, right. Can you put your legs up in the air?
Yeah.
And I'll dive between your legs.
They're gonna have to censor so much of
Fuck no. Never have I ever slept with a friend's partner.
Oh, she's really out here. She's really out here.
I'm
for the
getting
kill.
granular on this sex stuff.
A friend partner? No. No?
No, I don't think so.
That's the thing, though. I mean, in social media, I'm like, oh, my best friend slept with my husband
Yeah.
of 50 years,
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
This is clickbait. That's what we're going to caption this video. No. But then there is that debate. I was having a debate with someone recently, and someone was like, but if love happens where love
Yeah, I get-
happens. But then I'm like, no, I'm too much of a jealous person to handle that situation, I think. But
Well, it's a terrible trust betrayal.
Yeah.
If they want to get together and have 100 million babies and everything, good for them. But
100 million.
it's hard to forgive betrayal, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone got another one? You got any more up your sleeve?
Oh yeah, give me time here. Never have I ever masturbated at work.
Oh my god.
Eileen, this is our
It's a bit
job.
too much.
We're on the job.
If I did, you'd want to leave pretty quick.
Oh, actually, excuse me.
I actually have.
I actually didn't know that. Oh my god.
Not it's working here. Sometimes you need to get it out of the way.
Sometimes you gotta push one out.
Push one out.
That's a different vibe. I'm dying.
And I didn't concentrate, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to the bathroom.
Me too. It was the bathroom. Oh my god, it was
So it's
I imagine you're like at the desk. Like,
like rubbing up against the
oh, stop it.
rubbing up against the phone cord. Ooh, this phone cord is
Stop
getting
it. No, don't describe it.
No, I didn't use a phone cord. I just have a good imagination there. No, mine was in the bathroom. It was like, fuck, somebody's
No,
coming in.
stop it. Stop it.
This must be the busy
where did you work?
in an office. Oh, I'm working up a sweat here. Ooh, it's hot in here.
Beverly just innocently.
She's like, what?
It's a weird juxtaposition of a little dog. No, it's true though. I'd forgotten about it. I must have been bored that day. Jesus.
Oh,
You want to know the truth? You want to know the
No,
truth?
no, 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 no.
No, I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you.
No, you don't. You
Yes,
don't.
I do. No, it's a really interesting thing.
Yeah.
I had a dream about Tom Cruise the night before. And I woke up really horny, I think. Tom Cruise? What? Tom fucking Cruise. I can't stand him.
What's going on?
God, I don't know. I was younger then. But it's the truth. I really, I don't know. It's like I couldn't shake it.
I can't get Tom Cruise out of my head. I've just got to get in the bathroom.
I gotta break out of this meeting if you don't mind. Got an appointment with the turtle.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
boy,
You're
boy.
never ever going to be able to watch a Tom Cruise movie together again.
Yeah, it's true.
And the chances are that we would. It's pretty nil anyway. We're not Top Gun people.
I love a bit of Top Gun.
Yeah.
Just to end the combo there.
Thank you so much for joining. We won't be playing Spill the Tea this week as we've already spilt much tea. But thank you for joining us. Also, can we follow your story or your social media accounts anywhere?
Yes, please. My YouTube channel, Julia Zelg, has lots of videos about our story and lots of vlogs of our wedding and all that kind of stuff. And I also have music on Spotify.
Yeah. And new music
lovely.
coming out. We shot a video yesterday.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Exciting.
I have a
We'll
music
follow
video
that.
featuring Eileen, so that's fun. That's a first.
Yeah, first and yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So if you have any stories that you would like us to share, please send them to tea4@junglecreations.com. And of course, happy Pride.
Woo! Woo!
God, I'm sweating now.